he's on that Addy.
You have no language, no culture, no food, no music, and you keep speaking for all night.
Hey, Shaw, what's that picture you got going on there?
That's Yahya Sinwar, the greatest leader who died on his land, having his flashing code protecting his land in Palestine and Gaza.
Did the guy that's in my picture take him out?
The guy that died on his land, he was fighting on his land, and being dying is not something bad. What is so bad is when you run away.
I took him out of my picture. I don't know if you knew that.
That's Yahya Sinwar, who died on his land, not Donald Trump, who did not go to Vietnam because he was a coward.
Mm-hmm. Blaming the fucking South Asian Muslims that work for you. Then you have these so-called, oh look, we're egalitarian. You guys can come to the UAE, and then you guys dick suck these fucking people. Don't enforce the rules with these fucking people. Why? Because you want their fucking money. That is literally, it shows that their ideological beliefs are not even congruent. They're not even congruent with their Islamic beliefs. These guys are a bunch of greedy goddamn pigs. You fucking monkey, shut up.
There is no comparison to a man who died on his land protecting his people and a man who did not go to Vietnam because he was coward. There is no comparison. Yahya Sinwar was in Palestine protecting his land.
Was a warrior.
He has only a Kalashnikov and he died on his land.
Okay, but you can't counter what I said. You can't counter what I said.
Fuck you.
We can't counter what you said.
Nothing to be countered. You're only saying bullshit.
Everything
24 hours
you see,
you are not even American.
is within the Islamic
Salvador or Mexico. I don't know what.
We always told you.
No, I want to stop and cooking.
And you are so hypocrite. Donald Trump doesn't like you. Doesn't like the Mexicans.
I want to hear Lumi. I want to hear Lumi say that he would vote like.
You let me have the reason, and you can respond to the noise. I like a back and forth.
I like a back and forth. I don't like people who change their voice without speaking. You should speak your voice. I don't like fucking voice.
Where's my mic? Well, Lumi.
What?
You should speak your voice. That's not your voice. I don't like people.
What is my voice? What is my voice?
I mean, you're trying
that's fine. Hey, Lumi, could you hear me?
Or is my mic low?
I mean, you're trying to be a movie star or like Peaky Blinders.
And why do I trigger people, bro? You just tell me how to talk. You just tell me how to talk, and I'll talk it that way, man. You just tell me how to talk, please.
Just tell me how to talk. That's not your voice.
No, we will address the title. Why don't you guys go back to your shithole country? Why don't you go back to your shithole country? We're addressing the title, man. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. I see a lot of foreigners on this stage, man.
Okay. I have the same question. What the fuck America is doing in Iraq? It's not your country. Go back to your country.
Aren't you foreign in America? I think a lot of America, white America, would like to have a white America experience again. I think that's fair. I think if white America wants to have a white American experience in the 21st century, I think they should give it a try. I think it's a fair national movement. It is a fair national movement as long as it gives. As long as it and
the Indians didn't have a goddamn country when they were here. You had a bunch of fucking tribes.
Okay.
That were literally animists and people that prayed to the they literally worship the fucking land, different animals. They didn't have a concept of a goddamn nation state.
Any white nationalist that calls for the amendment or the changing of the Constitution,
Answer my question.
No, a lot of white nationalists actually. If you listen to white nationalists, I'm talking about the more high IQ ones. Our war of independence, and then the Constitution we drafted thereafter. Okay, it was in spite of the old world, European kingdoms. What they ended up doing, shut up. I'm not Mexican, you goddamn moron.
Where you from? Okay.
What they ended up, I'm from America.
Are you American?
Yes. So here's the problem. So what you, I am definitely American. So when you ended up after the War of Independence, what you ended up having was they ended up drafting a constitution, and it was in spite of their I guess you could say the European kingdoms and the old guard, where they did have things that were radical, like freedom of speech and freedom of religion. They absolutely it was a rebellion against what they thought was authoritarian, oppressive rule. They did say they even thought that Muslims should be able to they should allow them to become Americans. If that's just a fact. You can say. Oh, that's bullshit. We were a Christian country, but it was absolutely shut up.
You said you are American.
That is not irrelevant.
It's relevant.
No, it's not relevant.
Even white nationalism has to embrace white Islam at the very least.
So at the end of the day, even if you look at white nationalism, amazing. So even if you look at white nationalism,
there is no escaping Islam. If you're a white nationalist because of Islam, you're on the wrong train, bro.
So the traditional thought, like when it comes to white nationalism, is that you have groups like, for example, the Bosnians, which are a Germanic group of people that are in the Balkans, very, amongst the most fair-skinned to the early 2000s. He was born here. So when it comes to
fuck you, terrible liar.
Literally, both my grandfathers.
You have no father.
Okay, shut up.
You're
so fucking low IQ. But when it comes to, I don't remember what I was saying because this fucking low IQ troglodyte kept on, So the traditional. If we go back and of course, my introduction to like white nationalism would go back to the early 2000s. So what they would say back then in the early 2000s, like, yes, they are white inevitably, but they had, and this is the terms they would use, they have a mud religion. So unfortunately, we accept them as our brothers, but this religion is not one of our religions. And I understand there's some irony there because we can look at Christianity and we can look at how what we would consider the foundation of Christianity, which is a bunch of Jews, it's still kind of a mud religion in a way. But the problem is when it comes to nationalism, when it comes to an ethnic nationalism, it's very hard because, like, where do you draw the boundaries between what is white and what is not? Because if you were to look at a lot of the people that were here in the United States that would be considered white in the very beginning, they literally accepted people from Syria, Lebanon. Even if you look at the first Jews that were in the United States, that were here in the southern United States, they were largely of Sephardic origin. So the Jews in the South were not the Ashkenazi Jews. They were the Sephardic Jews that had admixture with Southern Europeans, but they also had a large amount of Levantine DNA. So it's. But if you were to look at like the first case, one of the cases that were consequential regarding. Okay, so there was a Syrian police officer in California. I think this happened in like the 1920s or something like that.
Mentally ill.
And one of the things that ended up happening is that they ended up contesting. What he said is that, like, well, you're not a white person, so you cannot legally arrest me. This actually went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court ruled that legally he counts as white, and so he can arrest you. And so basically people from the Levant at that point were considered white. There is, and I hate to use this term because this is what the left say, it's a social construction when it comes to what is white or what is not. And so, yes, it was absolutely, there's a level of social construction there. But I hear this fucking Arab monkey that's just swinging at everybody in the background. What do you have to say that's so important?
You are not white. Look at at your color. You are not white. Talking about
Amazing.
white people. Are you white?
Yes.
Do you know that Donald Trump?
100%.
Okay. Do you know that Donald Trump all night and he doesn't care about you? Donald Trump only cares about white people.
Okay, so what should his politics be then?
Of Donald Trump?
No, Pepe's. If you're saying that that's what he is, what should his politics be?
He should shut the fuck up. That's all he should do. What he should do.
Yeah,
He
but
should shut the
you
fuck up.
okay, so yeah, I don't get
You're
it.
not answering his question. You're not answering his question. That was it. That was
You know what it
the
is?
dumbest
I
one.
noticed these guys think that
I didn't ignore that. But I see.
Halas, it's a strategy. They're committed,
listen.
bro. He's a warrior. He's a keyboard warrior.
I can see what Pepe is doing here is like he's hypocrite because he's saying that Muslims should leave the country. He's defending the U.S. and in the end, he's not American. So
I'm literally an American. You fucking retard.
you are immigrants. You are immigrants.
I'm not an immigrant. I have two. I have two foreign
Your
born.
father is immigrant.
I have two foreign born grandparents. I have two foreign born grandparents. Okay, my other two grandparents were literally born here. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
The chimpanzee experiment.
You're from Guatemala. You're from Guatemala.
Okay, you know what's really funny is that I live in a state with a large Hispanic population, and do you know what? And they're almost all Mexican. Do you know what they almost never, ever do? Assume I'm one of them. They, for whatever reason, they know I'm not one of them.
We see the police, the cops chasing behind the Mexicans in Boston, in Washington. We see what happened there. Donald Trump doesn't like the Mexican, and you're here defending Donald Trump because you're a hypocrite. You are very
Probably because they're illegal, buddy, and they're getting all the illegal.
What is a hypocrite? What do you mean?
When you defend a land that you don't belong to, you're a hypocrite. That's it.
Hypocrite?
Yes. Like someone who doesn't belong to a land defending that land is a hypocrite. Like you were.
I'm about to pull a beaver, man. Hey, Shah, man. What?
Hey, Shah, man.
What's 8 times 7, brother?
Hey, Shah, man.
What's 8 times 7, gang?
Normally, hey, Shah.
That's not a beaver. Beaver got it from me, and I got it from Air Yoda. So.
Well, I want him to answer the question. What's 8 times 7?
It's not the question. It's the question. I don't answer the question.
What is 8 times 7? It's a very easy.
7.
What do you mean?
Oh.
What is 8? What is 8 multiplied by 7?
8 multiplied by 7 is 56.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
You can't do the spelling questions like we would do because he's ESL, so that would not be fair. So.
Do you know how I know the answer? Because I'm Arab, and the Arabs discovered the numbers.
Oh wow.
So Shah, do you believe that the Arabs are have a higher IQ than the white men or white people?
Yes, and I have an answer
Amazing.
for that. Because we discovered the numbers, and algebra is Jabir ibn Hayyan. Algebra.
Beaver, do you agree with that submission?
No, absolutely not.
Listen. Algebra.
Okay, you're talking. We can look at the Mediterranean basin, where a lot of where you had a lot of information spread. However, the problem is that when you look at different groups of people that ended up coming into touch with modernity, we can look at the Germanic hordes. Okay. These are people, loincloth, just that's not much different from the Native Americans or the people in sub-Saharan Africa. Okay, hold on. But the Germanic, hold on. But these people, if we're being fair, yeah, we have to descend. They obviously, they ended up, the overwhelming majority, innovations you've seen in the last 500 years have. And Europeans are often sensitive when it comes to, not trying to leave out the Southern and Eastern Europeans, but it's literally come from Northwestern Europe. You can cry and throw a bitch fit about it, that's fine, but that is the fucking truth. Now, the Native Americans, much like the Germanic, people that they encountered, the people from the Mediterranean, essentially, they were stuck. They were stuck in the past. Then they were introduced to modernity. Same thing happened to sub-Saharan Africans. Now, what's really interesting is that the Muslims, you're right, they were
We are called the
initially.
Muslims, not the Muslims. The Muslims. Fuck you.
That's fine. You Muslims. You guys were literally at the forefront
It's like
when
when
it
you
came
say
to a lot of this
Iran,
innovation.
Iran. It's
That's
not
fine. That's
Iran.
fine. That's fine.
Iran.
Don't care. So when it comes to Muslims, they were literally at the forefront of a lot of the inventions, universities, a lot of these systems. Now, fast forward, as people got introduced to it, especially when it came to Europeans, they ended up flourishing and obviously out-flourishing the people of the Middle East, especially. And you can look, when Islam ended up overtaking the Levant in North Africa, and one of the reasons they can see this, not only because of they find the remains and they can carbon date them, and they can see that there was obviously a dramatic shift where you had an Arabization of these people, but the money. Okay, so you can use a metal detector, find different artifacts, all of that shit, and they can so wow, there's a lot less trade that ended up happening under the Muslims. It literally plunged in. It literally plunged in. Okay, Europeans. Okay, shut up. Europeans literally. I don't care. Europeans were literally.
has no job for you.
Europeans ended up creating modernity.
He has no place for you. You already got Latin American Marco Rubio, so you have no place. You have no place.
But
there was only one place for Latin Americans that was given to Marco Rubio.
Okay, but the reality is, though, I don't know who muted me. This is fucking retarded.
Just a historical note on
But the reality is, though, is that what ended up happening is that you can see the trade of money. Okay, and then of course.
So,
I don't know who muted me again. This is retarded.
Just really quickly, the historical note.
Whoever, somebody's not admitting to it, it's fucking retarded. But
this is
You're stupid. You don't know.
but the reality is, though, is that we can see that trade fucking collapse. And I just want to call out the mods. Hold on a second. Which one of you bitch ass mods ended up muting me? Just put it. Just fucking be. Don't be a pussy. Just say you did it.
They should mute you because you don't shut the fuck up.
Name on it. Timothy did, nigga.
Okay, you stupid nigger. So shut the fuck up for a second.
Man, you just be going on monologue.
That's fine, but these niggers are also interrupting me nonstop. I'm gonna wrap it up in 2 sentences.
Wrap it up. Hey, let him wrap it up. But I muted you, nigga. Anytime you get muted.
Yeah, okay, I know. You're the dumb nigger. You're the house slave. That's fine. That's good. Okay, literally, we can say after Islam took over North Africa and Western Asia, they ended up basically falling behind. Europe ended up flourishing.
That's not true.
It's absolutely true.
It has nothing.
Can I do a
You know
quick
nothing
historical
about
note?
Islam. You know nothing about Islam.
Because there's a misconception that keeps
Here we go.
rearing its ugly head.
Here we
So
go!
algebra was not invented by Arabs or Muslims. It was
Who
borrowed.
invented it? Who invented
It was pre-Islam, you
It
moron.
was borrowed by them from.
Okay,
But
I have an answer for that.
Babylonians,
We have
Indians,
algorithms
Babylonians,
how I explain.
Indians, and Greeks. And charisma wasn't even an Arab. It was a Persian. And that was an learn those things. Everyone knows how to placeholder variable. That's not algebra. And algebra is the standardization of that arithmetic process. So using a numerical system. So yeah, even zero was
I
born
don't
from
talk to
the
people. I don't
no,
know.
zero
I don't
was
answer people
actually
who change their voices.
created. The concept was being developed. It was there in theory. It was.
Hey, though, y'all foreign
Never
people.
made. I don't talk to people who change their
Y'all
voices.
wasn't
If you're
enough
gonna talk to me, speak with.
Get your nigger mind under control, guys. He's running wild.
Shut your bitch ass up. You in the blue now too. Anyways, but we need one mic, man. Like everybody can talk. know what I mean? But we can't hear 5 people at one time, man. So, they say you gonna sit your ass in the group. Everybody else has to come back up, man. But one mic, man, please.
Some things that I love about
don't know history. I don't know what you're trying to bring white supremacy. Really don't. Good morning. The Black Moors, 711 AD. Whether you believe it or not, the Moors was black. They was Muslims too, but they was black. The black.
Good morning, Chicago. I'm standing outside City Hall.
Away from it if you want. The fact that the white man doesn't want that history brought out is because he doesn't want to realize that the Moors civilized it. So Pepe really don't know history. Right? Pepe doesn't know history. When you came over here as Christopher Columbus, you talk about the Native Americans. What the Native Americans did was teach a lot of these Europeans who was coming from the damn prisons, the lowest Europeans that Columbus came over here. They taught them how to clean. They taught them how to survive during the wilderness. They taught them how to hunt. They taught them all these things. And what did they do? They robbed and murdered them.
Pepe has no grandfather. Pepe has no grandfather. Pepe has no grandfather.
Suddenly threw it out. It bounced between the wall and finally returned precisely to his hand. But just because a bird picked one extra grain, he struck it down with the ball. In his hands, anything could become a deadly weapon. This caught the attention of the military. They offered him a deal. If he joined the dangerous mission, he would get 10 years out for his sentence. The man agreed to prevent him from escaping. They implanted a bomb in his neck. After everything was ready, the task force began to
Where are the vestiges of your great civilization? Oh, I'm sorry, they don't exist.
The white-haired man looked like he had been bitten by fleas. The last teammate was not even human. This is the bar. Cache bar off the cooler. And honey,
Oh, is that why you were called that?
You didn't even know how to fight your ass. You could have taught you how to fight your ass.
Islam did not exist when the people from the Caucasus region ended up coming into Europe, you fucking retard.
and it's only been photographed once.
323 AD, when Alexander the Great came on the scene, but Ptolemy came into Egypt. That's the last history. All the other history was black people, right? And Babylonian Empire was black.
The Babylonians were not black in the goddamn world.
Black people, they belong to Africa. Black people, they belong to Africa.
The black, hold on,
Black
let me-
You guys are not that. No blacks were Babylonian, you fucking retard.
Pepe, and Elder, and Pepe.
Let me finish. The Europeans was the last. In 323 AD, the only great empire is Alexander the Greek and the Greek and the Roman Empire. It's the only great empire.
Oh, the United States is the most powerful empire that's ever fucking existed. Holy shit. Color me shocked. Fucking retard.
5-year-old boys, you damn idiot.
All right, gentlemen.
We are literally the most powerful fucking.
All right,
Are you retarded?
gentlemen. All humans came from Africa, so we're all Africans. Okay.
Elder, what's 5 times 7?
Alright, you test legal in the chat.
Idiot. What are you talking about?
Nigga being racist.
You
Kid
don't
be
like-
asking
you don't
nigga
like
for.
because real
What the
is
fuck?
true. You want to bring white supremacy, but you didn't even nod up your ass when you was in the damn cave. You need to look at history.
Spell
You dumb
supremacy.
nigga. What is 5 times 7?
Hold on, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Pepe, in his statement, you do know how to wipe your own hands.
Well, how did he teach us to wipe our ass? Like, is that like homo? Like what's going on here? It's kind of gay, you know?
No, I mean,
Mountains.
yeah.
When you came out of the caves and the closest to the mountains, the Moors had to civilize your behind. They had to teach you how to wash your behind.
You been us over
You
and
didn't even know
wash
that.
our ass?
But you want to lie on white supremacy. You want to make it seem like you invented it.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious. So apparently everything that is great and has been great comes from black people. You guys were the original samurais, the original Jews. Jesus was black, original Christians. The Romans, they was Christian. The Greeks, ancient Greeks, they was a bunch of niggas and shit. I get it. Now, So even the Chinese dynasties. But okay, so you have all of these niggas that would geez, yeah, I get it. So, but I'm just curious. So you have all of these people, okay, that have their own distinct civilizations, and that is the one question anybody ever says is Africa or the Caribbean. Very horrible places. You can look at where blacks live. No, I didn't make that up. But we can look at. Hold on. We can look at whether it's in Latin America, Europe, or the United States or Canada, where you have a black population, and metrically they do much worse than other populations. So I'm just curious, where is this black excellence? Did we genocide it out of you guys? Did we do some kind of eugenics where we made it so that you guys are no longer capable? Where we brain drain, where you get the smart people from like Nigeria and there was a primary behind that. That's fine. No, I'm asking. With African Americans, it's different because they weren't immigrants; they were enslaved people that were brought over here. Yeah, but the overwhelming majority of Caribbeans. Hold on. The vast majority of black people that were brought from sub-Saharan Africa as slaves. I believe it was the number that came into the United States, but it was a minority. The vast majority of them went to the Caribbean and Latin America. These were not brain drain immigrants. These are descendants of people that were enslaved. So here's why. And begins raising it as her own child. However, the real mother sheep comes to the window every day, calling out for her baby, but the woman chases her away every time, not even allowing her a single.
Which effectively is the result of people leaving their country to immigrate to more powerful, economically powerful countries because there's more opportunity. This is usually exacerbated by currency discrepancy as well as technological or industrial capacity. So you can imagine, for example, if you're a genius in a poor country, there's no real utility to that genius because it's better used in a different market. So this is the brain drain effect. This is relevant because if you're going to say something like shithole country and ignore brain drain, you're not having a serious discussion. You're just masking your xenophobia with like supposed justification, which every dumb idea does. Every dumb idea on earth finds reasons to justify itself. The Black Hebrew Israelites who are going to talk about some fucking Christopher Columbus journal that said he saw dark people, therefore everyone, like, any dumb idea can go and find stupid examples. But if you're critical, you would go, if I'm going to call a country a shithole country, and I have places like trailer parks in Louisiana, in Alabama,
we can control for different variables, and we can, but metrically, we can see how there's a difference between these people.
Wait, time out. Goddess Butterfly, why did you report Joe for the house? You reported Joe. It said I got a warning.
Wait, who did that?
Goddess Butterfly.
Is she in here?
Yeah. She just a screenshot. I sent it to you, Matt.
Oh shit.
So everybody, what are we gonna do? How do you handle this?
Just keep it
Up on top, the jumper, so people can take care of that.
And we should report her so she gets.
Yeah, you get her. Yeah, she's trying to basically do a malicious reporting.
But yeah, just to land my plane, so if you're going to have a conversation about shithole countries, cultures, and racial supremacy, you actually have to have an honest discussion because there is such a thing as white trash. There is such a thing as low literacy rates amongst pastoral
But this is what black people. This is what black people don't get, though. No. This is the problem with black people.
Hold on, Beaver. also, Beaver, she said in the chat that she reported Pepe, not Joe.
That's fine. She can report my account. But okay,
Look, just to blame
we no, hold on.
Is she lying though? Hold on. Is she lying or are we still blocking her? What we doing, Beaver?
I mean, if she reported Pepe, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't care. She can report.
What we doing, Matt? Is that fair? Do we allow her to stay in the room, or what we doing?
If she's going after Joe, she's got to go. Where do you see that?
See, they're Pepe babies.
She put in the chat. She said, "I never reported Joe."
I'm on stage.
She put Pepe. Oh, let's hear from her then.
Stage. I don't know Joe. I've never heard Joe say anything negative. So if somebody sent you a screenshot of Joe, that's false.
Okay.
I don't know Joe. I don't even know
Okay.
Pepe. No, his mouth is filthy and it's horrible. I love your room. I mean,
Hey guys, you're good. You got 6K followers. It'd be hard to remove you.
Yeah. So you go ahead. You go ahead and report me, okay?
I apologize,
Okay, that's
there,
fine.
guys.
Don't care.
But just
Back to the
last
conversation.
just so you know, I'm not malicious. I'm a kind person,
Mm-hmm.
and I love your room. I love your topics, and I love just hearing the history. But this person down here is filthy.
He knows he is. He likes.
Yeah, you're a dirty nigger bitch. I don't really care.
Hey, goddess.
Go ahead and report me for that one too.
Goddess, let me be fair
Thank
with
you,
you,
guys. We appreciate you.
baby. Let me tell you something. When it comes to that one, he has nothing going for himself. His
You
racism
could never be
is
me.
that's what his racism
Yeah,
is
I
so.
want to be like
I'm
you
a
guys.
His racism is
Yeah, I know.
so.
I want to be a 75 IQ.
I've been a
Yeah,
business
you
owner
just have to ignore it
on my
because
own.
the whites don't even
Since
respect his
2000.
racism.
At my company,
Don't take the
my
video.
company is when COVID came.
The whites don't respect. I was literally had
And I'm
white
proud. I've
you
raised my
dumb
children
motherfucker.
to
Like,
love
And
us.
Brad showed you what kind of white you
So
are,
let me
man.
Yeah, Brad,
You can never.
Brad showed you what kind of white you
that
are.
was a battle of personalities.
filthy.
Fucking
Brad showed you what kind of white you are.
No, he didn't.
Like you have nothing. When you try to have an intellectual conversation, you stutter over your words. You can't speak that well. So you have
No,
to
that's
deflect.
not true.
You
Okay,
have to deflect.
you're a subliterate, low IQ nigger, and you're sitting here telling me how I'm trying to fucking. Okay, but look at you. You are literally one of the most low IQ people in this fucking app. So low IQ that even fucking Lou Fax would have to cut. And his rooms are very low IQ. He would literally have to constantly remove you down because you're fucking retarded.
Here's why I don't go into spaces like that, because they allow cowards.
Yeah, I know, because he's literally the blacks end up fucking self-sorting. Okay, and amongst the blacks, you're amongst the dumbest.
He's chipping out live.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's definitely chipping.
That's fucking crazy.
All humans. Your ancestors are from Africa. So
I've seen Brad pull a Jordan on Pepe. He
gave you a bunch of money for your birthday. That's
I've
fine.
seen Brad Michael Jordan that nigga.
No, your poor low IQ nigger ass got. He was trying to say Pepe's racist, and then he gave you money for your birthday. And I see you're paying him back. I see you're paying him back. That's fine.
I'm just keeping it real, Pepe. He cooked you, Gabe.
No,
He ain't never gave me a motherfucking
Stop
thing.
talking, nigga.
And I got the same thought process.
Well, no, what's funny is when you have two people that are battling it out, and what ends up happening is that what ends up happening is that all of the ops are going to end up chiming in on the end. So you had a bunch of the Zionists that ended up just like, oh, Brad cooked your ass. And then you had the butthurt blacks who are like, yeah, Brad cooked your ass. And then you think, I'm going to take that seriously. That's fucking retarded.
Take you seriously is
I don't take you seriously. So shut the fuck up. You fucking look like you too.
17-year-old little boy.
So why can't we have healthy debates without racial slurs and
Because he can't.
Because you have subliterates like fucking Rob that come on this fucking stage that want to do his little grievance. See, he's a prime example. He's somebody that saw that there was a fight that was happening, and he wanted to use this as an example. He wanted to use this as an opportunity to go after me. That's fine.
I came after you because the first thing I heard you doing was disrespecting that woman.
Hold on. To answer your question, True, is Pepe
It ain't even about Pepe's
he made his name.
Don't
I don't
matter.
know. It's the truth's question. He said, why can't he never have a debate without the racist slurs and, the racist shit? And I'm just explaining that's how he built his platform on this app. But as we see, he's in the rise and fall. He's in the fall of the shit he be doing on this app, bro. So it's almost impossible.
It's not in the
like,
fall
hey,
because I what I was doing. Yeah, but what I did ended a few years ago.
Gang, because now I'm keeping it above with you, gang. It's a rise and fall of Pepe, go.
It's not a rise and fall.
Bro, you're falling right now, gang. I'm not gonna.
There's no falling because I literally stopped. I stopped doing the rooms nearly 3 years ago. I would.
You said it yourself. You have nothing.
Yeah, okay, but here's the thing, though.
You get no attention. That's basically.
But here's the thing, though. It's like when you literally had nothing but this was a bunch of niggers on this app. Okay, and then you had some white boys that had their tail. They had their tail between their legs. I was literally the white boy that would make the fucking rooms that would counteract theirs. And I was the white boy with the biggest goddamn rooms. Okay, none of these faggots that are modded up could do that. And that's just a fucking fact. They've shown it. They couldn't pull the fucking numbers I pulled. No, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Okay, so like when it comes to today, okay, who opened big rooms? Who would go to the effort to make rooms on this?
So now we just want to hear if you're actually.
We can't hear you, Pepe.
That's God.
Every now and then you show yourself to be able, but most times.
He'll be back.
Probably trying to fix
Like
it.
the shark. Everything I ask people is speak truth. Speak truth and no bullshit.
Shark in the
That's
sea,
facts.
nigga.
You're gonna debate. That's all I gotta say. That's all I ask is people. If you're gonna have a debate about something, use facts. Don't be an asshole about it, because if you start being an asshole about it, nobody's gonna listen to you. People are start getting pissed off. This is the exact reason why countries, leaders don't get along with each other, because they refuse to sit down and talk to each other like human beings. They want to fucking cut each other's throat just yelling at each other sitting in a room. So no, you want to solve problems, be a fucking human being and talk like a human being. Don't
I'm not
act
even
like
gonna cap,
savages.
mister. I don't even care. I don't even mind the crash outs. Like, I mean, I hate when motherfuckers be on some sucker shit, but when you get to monologuing, motherfuckers don't want to get no monologue, bro. It's just not the monologue, bro. That's all it is.
For me, I gotta be honest. I find the most racist people always ironically display a complete lack of decorum and civility. I'm like, wait, so you subscribe to racial supremacy rhetoric, but then you behave like a
Here's the thing. So when I came on this app, okay, I remember the racial abuse, but I'm gonna give a shout out to Sig here. I remember it's just like a black woman could interrupt you at will. Any black man could, and then you're like, "Hey, cracker, you hear this woman talking? Show some fucking respect." In other words, they can show disrespect at will. However, we were not allowed to defend ourselves. So what ended up happening is that.
Sounds like you're playing victim.
He literally.
No.
I've been on this app longer than Pepe, and I've been in a lot of your rooms inside of this one, and I've heard y'all referring to white people as anything but white people.
Yes, and so what ended up happening is basically So what ended up basically happening is that one night I made a room. It was like whiteness or white beauty, everything white, some shit like that. I made a room, and then it back then Clubhouse was different. So like within like a couple of minutes, there's over 100 people in the fucking rooms. They're like, "What the fuck is this title? This bullshit." And then I literally started using the same.
No one cares.
I literally started using the same tactics that they were using. Okay, against Yep, against them. And then Sid got his account banned. And then there was like this house called White People. It was literally
get to your point, speech impediment,
African American vernacular.
Speech
and then,
impediment,
but
boy.
what ended up happening is basically you ended up having
until like a little kid cry to his dad.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. No, I'm giving the absolute breakdown of what ended up happening. So we're fucking shit. Your own people don't want to fucking center you. That's the funny part.
What's up, brother? I don't need to be centered on this
Oh,
ass.
you see, here she is. Here's this bitch calling me a monkey. Amazing. But anyways, with that being said, what ended up being, you don't know, the blacks on this app, you had the high IQ black people originally that were on this app. But what ended up happening is you ended up getting the low IQ blacks ended up taking over. They ended up driving off the black high IQ people, much like the high IQ white people were taking off this app. Okay, you guys were literally a fucking cancer to this goddamn app.
And it needs to stop. You're too old for that, and you better
I'm
pray.
not too old for that.
Everybody's too old for this shit. Everybody is.
So just pray that
so
your
you
child doesn't.
Okay, bitch, why are you here?
Then you need to respect other people as well. You can't disrespect people and then expect, and then you're demanding
His
respect from
rhetoric
them.
have been going on for too long.
Girl, I've been here from the beginning of the app. I've been here from the beginning of his rooms. I've heard a lot of people on this app talking shit. He's not pulling up into your house. Y'all don't mind sitting around the fucking docksters.
You don't need help.
But I mind listening to
But this is the funny part, is that I've literally been, okay, you know who used to pull up like 3 years ago, who would pull up to my goddamn rooms all the time? The Alabama rooms. The Alabama rooms would literally, shut your fucking mouth, Truth. So what ended up happening, okay, no, you're fucking retarded. So what would end up happening is that the Alabama people would show up into my rooms, and then okay, these people, they would clown and joke with us all of the time. But you know what ended up happening in the Alabama rooms? They literally, in the year that they would pull up to my fucking spaces, there was literally, what was it, Mon? Like 5 or 6 goddamn bodies? Where they literally took this shit off of the fucking app in real life. Ended up fucking shooting people. Shooting up each other's fucking homes. And if you don't believe me, look up Birmingham Clubhouse murder. Okay? There are a bunch of different stories of where this ended up fucking happening. Okay? This is not... And you guys will sit here. I push back against you, stupid motherfuckers. And you sit here and think like I'm just like this. I'm like fucking Hitler reincarnate. But I don't even try to take. I don't take a goddamn dollar out of your fucking wallet. I don't take food out of your fucking mouth. I don't threaten to kill you, stupid motherfuckers. But you motherfuckers literally chip out and say anything and everything, much like.
You're sitting up there snowflaking it out, and we just don't like those offensive words. Now, this is my first time here, and I come into this room and hear you calling my people all those horrible names. And when you call them those names, that also reflects me.
Nobody cares, you know, bitch.
Okay, and no one cares that you still a snow monkey.
Huh?
So, if I could just real fast take this back to a level of civility and sanity, this is kind of what I was referencing earlier when I said that I find it funny that people who use the most racially charged inflammatory language are typically unironically demonstrating behavior that makes it less of one. And I just find it raised, my mother's side is aristocratic in legacy, wealthy, and highly educated. My great grandfather was a professor by the time he was 30 in the 70s as a black man. And so imagine me, I come on an app board just trying to have some political.
You said I was trying to demonstrate class. I was, if anything, I was giving a goddamn demonstration on how to be more crass. This is fucking retarded.
No, but that's because you might have just got here. He had been uninterrupted for like 4 or 5 minutes, and then he kept going. Then he left and immediately restarted. I normally don't interrupt folks. I have that reputation, but I can't sit there ad nauseum. This is not the Pepe show, right? Especially if it's not even productive. It's not because I have a long attention span, and I can like one of my favorite things to do is to listen to lectures. So it's not that I can't sit and listen to someone at length, but if you're regurgitating the same talking points, repeating rhetoric, drafting narrative, or using meta, like talking about the history of Clubhouse and saying things that are debatable and not even factual and not worth debating. So, like, you're bringing up a point no one cares to debate, but also no one agrees with. That's just noise.
Well, that's
It's
not really
noise,
true
it's
because
unproductive.
How long have you been here, Truth?
But so anyway,
What's so funny about it? How long have you been on Clubhouse?
is your point to say this is common? Unfortunately, it is.
No, that's not. What it's.
Oh, well, anyway, because that's a distraction from my point.
How
So
long
no
you been?
offense, I don't
Okay,
care
so
about
you
that
don't know
person.
the history of these.
I
rooms,
do
so
know
you're-
the history, and I disagree. And see,
Well, I just
I'm not
asked you
about
how
to-
long
no,
you've been
no one
on here.
cares.
So
It's
has
not-
it been
we're-
2 years,
Oh
3
my
years,
God!
4
Listen,
years?
listen. Respectfully, I don't care to debate the history of Clubhouse. Call me nuts, though. But the life I live, my brain doesn't generate meaningful saliency to the idea of debating the origins of Clubhouse discourse with a range.
So in other words, he doesn't know how things came to be on Clubhouse.
Million Man Marathon.
It's what he's just gonna think
The real nuts.
And I don't know about all the. No, I'm not gonna just. And this is how demons work. They suck you in like succubus parasites into worthless discourse. Yes, let's now debate this. Let me validate.
What I simply said was you were not here. You don't know the
I'm gonna
history.
finish with what I'm saying.
You don't know the
I just
history.
listened to him for 10 minutes and I got.
Okay, well, I listened to you too, and I listened to you while he was speaking as well.
We're just sitting here playing defense. We know whose side you're on. Please, it's sports.
Right. Okay,
Anyway,
you're pretty
so
boring your
back to
damn
the
self. That's
substantive-
why I keep talking
back to
over
the
you.
substantive-
Because you don't know what you're talking about.
Back to the substantive discussion.
And if you don't like the room, then there's a leave quietly. You're free to do that.
There must be that time of the month or it's
stay,
menopause. I understand.
You
This
stay
is-
though.
When you're dealing with Jerry,
But you can see that we were having a substantive discussion, but you automatically
I didn't
don't
just
derail
like that bitch.
by trying to label me as like a harmful person, a person who's bigoted, all of the usual fucking bullshit that the left likes to do.
It's very childish.
And then you saw somebody like me who just does not care. You call me racist. I kind of chuckle when you do that.
Well,
I don't care.
Hold on, Truth.
Disrespect me, Truth. I didn't disrespect you. You little bitch.
Hold on, Truth.
Intellectual regard.
Hold on. I'm the black housemaid tonight, so I don't want to directly reference my comments to Pepe. Well, Pepe, I could have sworn, we've already had these talks with you, though, as far as you thinking this is a white America room. It's not a white America room, gang. It say President Trump at the top.
No, we know that. What's your? I know you're back channeling them in the
No,
background.
I'm back channeling shit.
No,
but at the end of the day, you and your
Let's just
monologues,
say,
bro.
you think I'm retarded?
We already explained to you about your monologues. So, motherfuckers don't care. Me personally, I don't know other.
Yeah, but I've not been talking.
Okay. Well, I got off. I've been at work. I just got off work. You've been talking, bro. 100%.
No, I
Niggas
literally
just
haven't.
People just saying share the light, bro.
No. The conversation has largely been between Truth and Mon, and then I've been butting in, but it's primarily not been me talking.
Let's just try to get the mic passed around. That's all we're trying to do.
Okay.
What, Sam, you got an issue with that, or?
No, I like cats.
Okay, well, you can like the goo too.
I'm just trying to figure out what our original conversation was. I got lost in
You're the best house nigger, Himothy. I
I
have to admit. I'm the best house
I'm
nigger.
a good ass house nigger, man. You feel me? It feel good to be above you, my brother. You know what I mean? I get to control you, gang. So I'm a house nigger, bro. But you see, your words doesn't bother me, bro.
Not really, because
I can still leave you on.
Okay, deep down Bieber and Matt know this. Deep down Bieber and Matt know this. If I want to put my energy into making rooms, I would eclipse them, and they like.
I know a lot of moderators.
That's why you're at a movie, faggot. Because you know that okay, we all know how it goes.
I'm not gonna do that for you, gang. You know what I mean?
I know, but we all know these motherfuckers do not entertain a goddamn large room. I would mod them.
Stop interrupting me, nigga. Like I said, bro.
the house rules.
It's a house rule, bro. I'm agreeing. I'm a moderator. You go. No disrespect, moderators, bro.
We got rules around the house. We can't be doing that, you know.
You know, we have rules around white America too, and nobody seemed to abide by those rules. Matt.
I know.
Matt, like cut the fucking shit. Maybe you guys want to be the next Pepe on a dying app, which would be fruitless. But like this, whatever, like clout chasing or control. Look, you think I dominate your guys' rooms too much? Here's what I want.
You should be thanking them.
Timothy, shut up.
No, you should be thanking them, nigga. They don't want to be like
Timothy,
you, nigga.
shut up.
Thank that. Nah, you
no, I'm not gonna do that, Timothy.
What's wrong with you?
This is
them
a contract.
Them niggas don't owe you shit.
Timothy.
Them niggas don't owe you shit, nigga.
Timothy.
You better be.
Timothy, nobody wants to listen to your dumb low IQ nigger ass, okay? Listen to a fucking. Shut the fuck.
Nah, you shut the fuck up, nigga. You better be. You ought to thank Beaver. I ain't you not one time. Thank them, nigga. You always complain about some bullshit. Always saying what they do. I ain't never heard you not once say thank you. You got my peoples fucked up, bro.
Yeah,
you better say thank you, nigga.
I thanked Beaver last night.
Okay, wait. Who's on the stage right now? Goddess that reported Joe. Why is she still in here?
I didn't report Joe. I reported Pepe, and I'll say it again. I reported Pepe.
Okay, look at Beaver's profile picture.
Yeah, but it could be a flaw in Clubhouse where it takes the top left as a variable and just says this person.
Yeah, like
report
Why would you report Pepe?
Okay, so hold on. I want to have a conversation. I want to have a conversation.
Oh, you shit either, bitch.
Okay, hold on a second. I want to have a conversation with Beaver and Matt. I want to have a conversation with Beaver and
Hold on, this is Joe's room. I just want to ask this question.
No, this is
what
your
if she,
what if she reported the title of the house and then I got reported because of that while she was trying to
Right,
That's what it is,
right.
Joe. That's the logic.
Because that's what they're gonna do, Joe.
They're not going to do anything with Joe. I've been
Yes,
on
they
the
are.
app since its beginning.
Yeah, they probably will.
They're not going to do anything to Joe. I reported Pepe, and I was clear.
Your intentions may have been to report Pepe, Goddess. Your intentions may have been to report Pepe, but I think you reported the title of the room, and then that reports me.
Yeah, it's all associated. Top left, it's all got to be the same shit. I don't know how that works, you know?
And she's been here long enough to know that we got 3.3. Like, girl.
Yeah, I've been here very long, and I know that he's safe.
Yes, I've been here from the very beginning.
Me
so,
too.
Okay, well, they're going to look at the title of the room, they're going to see who opened the room, and it's going to say Joe.
You'll be here tomorrow, watch.
Well, if he isn't, we'll have our vengeance.
And I'll come back and say,
What room will I go to if he's not here?
Joe, I'll be in to talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for having me on your stage.
But I only want to keep Timothy out of this because he's a nobody. He's somebody who just came on here. But to the people that
if this is his room, he's not a nobody. What do you mean?
It's not Timothy's room. And so, okay, I'm going to talk specific. Joe knows me, Ann knows me, Beaver knows me, Matt knows me. No, look, I can understand. Like you can say that, like, oh, I just like. You guys want to do your own shit and disrupt the room. Now, here's what I'm going to be very blunt to you people. Okay, just say like, Pepe, I think we want to do our own shit. Fuck our place up. Okay, I'm going to really press you fucking pussies. Okay, right now. Okay, Ann, headshot. You're a dumb bitch. Joe, I'm gonna take it a little bit easy on you. Okay, Beaver and Matt, you guys are a bunch of nobody pussies. Now,
Pepe, I don't care. We don't care. I don't give a fuck. You think we care about clout on some stupid app? I don't give a shit. You just talk too much. I like you. I just don't want you to talk so fucking long. We've already made this clear.
Okay, let it out. Okay, let it out. I want to hear Matt and Beaver. No. Listen. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be mean to you guys because I want to.
I don't care.
Motivate
Don't
you guys.
be mean to Beaver.
This will motivate you guys. You fucking pisses on the wall. You fucking wallflowers. Part of my fucking, I don't know, just background people. You guys are nothing. Why? You guys are mad. Okay? You want to do your own thing, which I will agree with you with. Say your goddamn, say what the fuck you mean. This is, you guys,
Here, I'll say what I mean.
Now you got the beaver mad.
We've already told you many times before, okay? You go in about 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, you start your monologues, and you just talk, and you go into this community college lecture mode. If you just stop doing that, I would have no problem. I like having you around. I like it. You have I wish you would do your White America rooms. They were entertaining. When it comes to having a normal conversation, you start to just monologue. Like too damn long, and people leave the room and they get pissed. That's all it is. I mean, I've already told you this. I don't know why you're so put off by this. I don't know. I don't care. Yes, I'm a nobody on an app. I don't give a shit. Yes, you are more entertaining than I am. Yes, I fully admit it.
Nobody knows
who it is. Who else wants to speak on the matter?
I'm not trying.
Matt, you have any words on this subject?
No, man. What the fuck?
I mean, I think we talked about it 2 weeks ago. I don't know what else there is to say. Like, the room is here to have, like, fucking, like, you crash out, whatever, do your thing and all that, but, like, 2 hours, 3 hours, it's not fair just to everybody.
No, white man. No, you fucking, I'm gonna call you a pussy. Say what the fuck you mean with your goddamn chest.
I just said it.
Okay, say, no. I want you to be very, okay, do you know how I talk about Muslim people? Be that clear and direct with me. Okay, I'm somebody who actually appreciates. I know I'm doing it publicly. I was always wanting to have it privately, but I'm pressing you. I'm pressing you publicly.
Mom, shut up.
You shut the fuck up. Did you hear him speaking? Why are you even coming off mute?
I'll interrupt it whenever I want. You
can shut your fucking mouth. Okay, guys,
what?
it's true.
No, bitch, for another 10 minutes.
I mean, how much clearer
can I be? Piece of shit.
How much clearer can I be?
Move this fucking faggot to the goo.
I like that.
This is between people who know each other, not this faggot, no fucking nobody named Truth. But okay, what I'm trying to, if you want me to respect you guys, I want you to be brutally honest.
No, you're my friend.
I have been honest. I don't give a shit anymore.
Not you, Beaver. I'm now asking Matt to do it. This is actually a growing exercise.
This is so stupid.
No. Matt.
I don't owe you anything. I don't know where
you don't owe anybody anything. I'm asking you. Because I'm asking you to do it to me. I'm asking you to do it to me.
That's what we're talking about.
I'm asking you to do it to me.
I know. What do you want?
Okay, what I'm asking you is speak your fucking mind. Quit being a pussy.
Well, first of all, I already told you. Like, do you not remember the conversation 2 weeks ago? Maybe I'm missing something on that.
No, I was speaking, and you were kind of like, okay. Mm-hmm. And that was it. But what I'm trying to get you to do is to stand up for yourself. Well, I already told you, if I was in your guys' situation, I would have gotten annoyed, and I would have told myself to shut the fuck up. I would have had it in private.
I don't owe you that. So
I'm about to tell you to
I'm not saying you owe me that. I'm not saying you owe me that. But I'm saying I would have stuck up for myself.
Well, I don't
My
have anything to
nigga,
stick up for.
I'm trying to get you to stick up for yourself.
I had nothing to stick up for. I don't even know.
Okay, then just speak your mind. Viking will speak his mind. A lot of people will speak their mind.
I'm confused what you're not getting.
Say how you feel. Put it in words.
I mean, there's multiple people on this app that have heard us say what we feel, right, Beaver? I'm not.
Yeah, this is old news.
Okay, so Beaver has spoken as Matt. Why are you not willing to do it?
I've already done it. I've already told it 2 weeks ago.
No, you have no, you haven't done it. I never said you owed me that. But I'm not. But it's of zero consequence. I'm of zero consequence, and it's just like the fact that you would not just like state how you feel, I think is weird.
I mean, you can refuse to figure out how I feel. It's fine. That's on you. You can figure. You know, you don't want to believe anything I'm saying. That's fine. That's cool.
But you don't owe it to me. I just think it's funny that you like. I guess I'm different. Look, Brad and I have gone at it. A lot of people have gone at it with me, and you know, just kind of, in a way, it's just like we just say how we fucking feel. I mean,
I did. I already told you.
Okay, what did you
it's not a big deal. Like I'm very much.
What did you tell me? Just repeat
I don't
it.
care. Okay, I guess you need help with this. I don't know what's going on. I don't care if you're.
No, you're being
okay. Now
aggressive
you're
about
cutting me
it
off.
right
I
now.
can't even tell. He asked me to explain. I mean,
I heard you trying to like backpedal and say like, well, he Beaver already explained it. No, why don't you say it?
No, well, he won't let me. So I mean.
Okay, go ahead. I'll shut up. Put me in the audience. You can go ahead.
No, I don't need to put you in the audience. It's fine. Like I said, it's very much what Beaver said. It's not that hard. It's like we don't mind you being around. It's just like when there's conversation time, there's conversation time, and then when there's crash out time, there's crash out time. Then it gets to you.
Go on YouTube and search
and when there's crash out time for you is about 3 hours, 4 hours per deal. So that can suck up a whole room. You understand that, right?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not blaming you for this, you guys for this. I guess I'm somebody who would be like, look, dude, in the back channel, I would say, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. Look, dude, you had your White America rooms. That's amazing. But hey, look, dude, we're trying to do something different. No offense, you talk too much. You try to center yourself too much. All of that shit. I'd be like, yeah, okay, I get it, bro.
We did do that. That's what we said.
And I had this. No, you guys never did that.
Oh my God, that's just
the
lie.
fuck they did, bro. And why did they even fucking gotta tell you that? You a grown ass man.
No, shut up.
That's not your fucking room. They shouldn't have to fucking. They shouldn't have to fucking tell you. They shouldn't have to fucking tell you that you're talking too fucking much or you're centering yourself, nigga. You're a grown ass fucking man, bro. Make your fucking point and shut the fuck up.
Like I said, it was between us.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm letting you know how I fucking feel, nigga, and I can let you know how I fucking feel, nigga. You fucking talk too much, nigga. I ain't done talking, nigga. The housemaid ain't done talking, nigga. Shut up, nigga. You my housemaid tonight, nigga. You my housemaid tonight, nigga. So like I was saying, bro. Don't nobody we all don't. You could say whatever you want to say to me, bro. I still don't mind you in this motherfucker. But when you get into your fucking diary mode, you kill the fucking room, bro. Stop killing our fucking room, bro. Niggas don't. They can be a dying app all we want to be, bro. Stop killing our fucking room, nigga.
Okay, that's fine. And that's my fucking point. Don't be pussies. Draw a goddamn boundary and state it up front.
Pepe, how did you just repeat exactly what I said? If you didn't know it, that's what I said before. Doesn't make sense. I literally
Beaver. I've had to coax it out of you guys, and I've literally look, guys. Okay, in order to survive, you have to have healthy shoes. I would have kicked Pepe the fuck out. I didn't look, bro. It's not your fucking show. I don't want to listen to you. You're talking too much. You're centering yourself too much. I've been trying to a very strong boundary and kick myself the fuck out. Now,
they said no. Let him stay. If it was up to me, shut the fuck up, bitch, nigga. I don't crit, nigga. I would have been kicked out this motherfucker, bro. So
I don't give a fuck.
Thank them that they even fuck with you and let you be in this bitch, bro. Because I would have been
Okay, more low IQ nigger shit. It's amazing. But with that being said, okay, now we have this performative nigger saying this shit where we're just talking it out between. Like I said, it's just between.
I would have been kicked you out, nigga.
Beaver and Matt. Look, guys, I can I was very upfront about this. I could understand, and as you guys know, I've been showing up in your rooms talking way fucking less because I'm too fucking lazy and unmotivated to make my own fucking rooms. I guess in a way, it's just like why are you guys like timid to like draw a boundary? Just like, look, this is what we want to do. No offense, bro. We want to do our own thing. And this is not me. I guess if anything, it's kind of me trying to tell you. As I told you, I would tell somebody like me to shut the fuck up. I'm doing my own thing, but I would make it very fucking clear in the beginning. I would say like, look, dude, we're doing your own thing.
Mostly because I like I don't really care. I'm not a big blocker. I don't block people. You know, I don't like. I never really.
You don't have to block people. It's just like you set a boundary.
That's what you're asking. Why have you done that? That's why I haven't done that.
Okay, but you have to set boundaries with fucking people.
I don't have to do anything. People have different styles.
No, everybody has to set fucking boundaries. Boundaries are what you're willing to tolerate.
No, you don't.
We don't have to do that. That's the part you don't understand.
I don't have to block. If you don't know what if you don't, how do you know what somebody's boundaries are?
I mean, you tell them.
Exactly.
And I did do that. That's the part I don't get. You don't understand it.
Not really.
Yeah, we did.
You guys are kidding.
We got multiple witnesses.
Come on. I don't dislike. I don't even dislike human beings.
Is that what you want? Yeah, I don't know.
No, you guys can do whatever you want. If you guys want to do it, I guess like I'm just. It's just like I just find it weird because like, okay, maybe I'm just a weird person, but like my personal friend.
Maybe you are a weird person.
They would literally say like, bro, dude, shut the fuck up. You know, that kind of shit. It's just like,
dude,
it's kind of like you're doing too much. You're going too far. And I don't know. It was I think you guys, and I think it's maybe because you guys like me and you don't want it to be a hard blow, which I can respect that, but it's just like.
Is this an
Not at all. This is on you.
Okay.
Oscar.
What did Ossoff say?
Yeah, so Ashan apparently made some comment that Trump likes to hang out with Natalie Harp and doesn't care about other people, and Natalie Harp is a bone cancer survivor. So yeah, that guy's an asshat.
They don't owe you shit, nigga. I still don't hear you say thank you, nigga.
Thank you.
Not you, I'm talking to Pepe. Thank you.
Okay, the thing is that Timothy, you can say thank you.
I don't give a fuck. Can you say thank you, bro? I want to hear you show your motherfucking appreciation. Show your fucking appreciation. I don't give a fuck how you feel about me, nigga.
You're the house nigger that they give a month to.
Even Beamer, you owe
I was literally the goddamn plantation master when I met them.
Without them, you would be a fucking nobody.
Wait, who the fuck are you talking to?
I'm talking to you, nigga. I don't give a fuck how you feel about me, nigga. You could, I don't give a fuck how you feel. But I have yet to hear you say thank you, bro.
You're the
So when you want to tell them thank you, nigga, until I hear thank you, bro.
Nobody's thinking you're dumb sorry.
Thank you, bro. I'll say thank you. I'll say it so we can move on, Timothy. I'll say thank you.
Say thank you.
Let's move on.
It's funny.
Well, I'm all done. I'm gonna go to bed. You guys are.
Thank you.
All right. See you later, buddy.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
I'm not your buddy, pal.
Thank you.
I'm not your friend, guy.
I'm not your guy, guy.
Motherfuckers gotta understand, man. When you got bosses and you got shooters, man. The boss not gonna talk to you, bro. You gotta deal with the shooters, nigga. You ain't worthy to talk to the boss, nigga.
The boss man. The final boss man. That's pretty funny. You trying to make a lot? I gotta be
The
Anyway,
final
what
boss
was y'all talking about?
The final boss is that the dragon guy in Zelda, right?
Wait, what are you talking about?
He was talking about a lot, Oscar, man.
All right,
I don't even know, man. Really.
Okay, I want to give an update on so Hayden Panettiere that died, that actress. she ended up dying from an overdose, from what it looks like.
Allegedly.
No, that's what the 911 they
Eddie
just
White
released.
Can I just finish?
Can I
Eddie
just
White
finish?
racist.
Can I just finish, or like are people retarded?
People are retarded.
Okay, so the 911 call was released. So then it comes to find out. So I knew that she had recently had a daughter. Her daughter was about like 8 months old, and she ended up having postpartum, which seems to be like the trend in the news, which is really sad. She had postpartum, and she ended up she didn't want to say gave her kid up, but like the dad had full custody of the daughter because she was having really bad postpartum, which is like so sad. And then I didn't even realize that her younger brother died in 2023. And in a recent interview with Joe Shetty, she said that she didn't want to live in a world where her brother didn't exist. So it seems like she was going through it's just so sad.
That's when River Phoenix, committed suicide. I felt bad for him too.
Yeah.
That was your boy Joaquin Phoenix. That was his brother. It's crazy.
Wait, that was an accident, right?
Well,
yeah,
no,
what happened?
River Phoenix, wasn't that an accident?
It was a drug overdose.
Yeah, I think drug overdose. Yeah.
Oh, it was?
But allegedly, he was involved in some sexual thing with some not nice producers or whatever. I forget.
Was it Hayden Panettiere with one of the Klitschko brothers? It's like a 6'8" monster boxer, and she's what, less than 5 feet tall.
Yeah, she's tiny.
But I remember when Joaquin Phoenix, he won an Academy Award. I forget what he won for it, but he cried, talking about his brother, and it's very sad. Yeah, it was sad. He won. I forget what was the Joker excuse me, that he won for.
Who?
Joaquin Phoenix.
I think so. It's just Joaquin.
Hey, you sound like you're gonna spit a loogie when you say his name.
Joaquin. But the man still smashed the window.
Guys, when I came here, I saw the title was President Trump. So I did want to ask a question that I didn't get to yesterday. Are you guys this is a pro-Trump thing?
I mean, Trump can do bad things.
Joe, you want to talk about Joe?
He has faults, but he's our president of the United States.
Oscar, you got 3 guesses and there's 2 that you count. Come on, man. What you think? Seriously, you're not that done, right?
No, I mean, I just don't make assumptions.
Did you vote for Kamala Harris or President Trump?
I was going to vote Green, man, but then I voted for Trump, weirdly enough, because of a conversation with my father. Because he was like, well, you don't vote for Trump. You might well vote for Trump, And honestly, I would say that was the best campaign that I've ever seen in my life, aside from Obama. Now,
wait, did you vote?
Let me just give Oscar a quick shout out, man. He came in yesterday with a pink ticket, man. Stayed around for a pretty long time, bro. And I see him back in the room today, man. We appreciate you, Oscar, brother. Go ahead, brother. I fuck with what you be saying, man. I'm listening.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But no, man, when it came down to the 2024 election, I witnessed one of the best campaigns that I've ever seen in my life with Trump. But I also now feel like that was the biggest political con job in history.
Hey.
Just with some of the promises that he made, and then literally just did the complete opposite of. And so that's what it was fascinating to me, is that he could manage to do the.
What was the promises? What was the promises that you felt like he was not abiding by?
Caring more about America about
America first.
You know,
Look, it's a situation with Iran, and would you rather them have a nuclear weapon or what?
You see, that's a weird thing. I actually would rather that they had a nuclear weapon.
Wow, crazy.
I'm not a Republican, you know what I mean? Like,
It doesn't matter. You don't have to be, but I mean, we can all agree that Iran with a nuclear weapon is not a good thing.
Listen to me. Russia has a nuclear weapon, right? Doesn't China have nuclear weapons? Like, don't some of the people or countries that we consider enemies have nuclear weapons? Is anything happening? No, it's not.
We don't.
You know what? You know what?
We don't consider Russia an enemy.
No, Russia's our friend. Is that why we're sanctioning them? And stuff?
Well, I didn't say friend, but I didn't say enemy.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that just seems like an antagonistic relationship, you know? And I just.
Wait, you're saying Russia's not doing anything? Didn't they invade Ukraine? Aren't they like working proxies with Iran?
Why did they?
Wait. You just said. I'm just saying your statement. You said, hey, they're not doing anything. All these countries with it. China. Yep, they're doing that one China policy. They just sailed around Australia. They just they keep trying to do their influences. Didn't they fuck around with Tibet? Didn't they fuck around with Nepal? Didn't they? Aren't they still fucking around with a few other countries?
Bhutan as well.
Hold on, David, please. You're the worst representative here. And then you have let me see, the idea that Iran with a nuclear weapon. So let's see this. A nation that is very quick to launch against both what it considered its ally, other Muslims. And you think somehow that the two nations with the greatest hostility, armed to the teeth with nuclear weapons, somehow or another, either one, it wouldn't matter, would launch a nuclear weapon in that vicinity. And you think somehow or another it would be a good thing. I'd say there would be a nuclear holocaust in the Middle East, which would end up driving the world into a disparity, an economic depression, and a whole lot of problems, all because someone said, hey, you know what? Let's give a hot button to the other side, when we know that both of these idiots are going to launch at some point, because the minute one gives that threat, which that will inevitably happen, Iran will threaten it, as clear evidence. Now all of a sudden you have both nations, and don't think Israel won't launch. They could launch first. I'm not putting it past them. But we do know that the retaliation, it won't just be Israel and Iran that gets hit. It'll be Saudi Arabia. It'll be Jordan. It'll be UAE, it'll be absolutely everybody in that region. And then you're going to have to deal with the fallout. Billions of people fleeing that area, sick, and the world's going to have to respond, and they're going to come to your borders, and they're not going to be able to live there. And you're going to have a massive decrease in oil production worldwide, which is going to send what? An economic depression down. So again, the short-term thinking for optics on Instagram versus the long-term thinking on this is a very strong possibility. This could have dire consequences on the entire fucking world if these two nations do it.
Yeah, so we've been dealing with the People's Democratic Republic of North Korea, and we don't want to deal with that again. And I think that's what we would deal with if we're dealing with a nuclear-powered, which we don't want to do.
I have a lot of girls.
But what I'm saying is, you know, I mean, like they're. Go ahead.
What's up with those?
That's the Ukraine problem, not a us problem.
But that's something I campaigned on, which was the topic.
I even have girls.
So where is that?
Well, that was an observation that he said.
He made a problem.
But the power, when he said, like, you know, he wants to end okay, with all due respect, when he said he wants to end the Ukraine war, I mean, it was up to him. It would probably be over. But it's not his fault that, you know, your boy...
Day one.
That doesn't want to end the war. I mean, he's like...
Within 24 hours.
Well, of course. I mean, every politician makes promises.
You know, but isn't that interesting that when it comes to Trump, that we're accepting of that though? Like when it comes to Trump, now it's okay that politicians lie, and now
well, he didn't lie. He didn't lie.
I mean, did he tell the truth, my guy? Did he tell the truth?
That's what he wanted to do, but it's not. But the problem is your boy Zelensky is refusing to negotiate on proper terms with Putin. So you know it's not his fault.
I apologize. I do want to
I accept your apology.
Will you yield to Putin? Is that a Western philosophy that the U.S.
He should just like give up the land and just like move on.
And that's
but
okay.
He's not
and that's okay for the U.S. and the West and Europe.
Yes, it is okay for the U.S. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
what about slashing everyday prices? We could move on from Ukraine, the breadbasket of Europe. We can move on from that. But what about slashing everyday prices? What about lowering inflation?
Yeah, because my gas is high as fuck, and I live in Mississippi.
Well, your gas is actually cheaper than it was under Biden.
I voted for Trump, but live in the U.S. The gas is not cheaper.
Well, that's factually inaccurate.
It's factually correct. I mean, you can look up.
I'd like you to produce these facts where gas is cheaper now than it was, I don't know, 3 years ago. I'd like to produce.
Gas is absolutely 100% cheaper
actually,
today.
oil was the most.
David, shut the fuck up. God damn. You're like the worst person to talk with any sort of this, dude. Like, I don't know what you're fucking drinking, but you don't make any sense. First off, gas is absolutely cheaper. Trump did drop prices when he first came into office. Yes. Has there been a spike and a rise in it because of fucking certain market pressures that have occurred both on geopolitics?
Market pressures
because they could be the oil, it could be transportation, it also could be the tariff for this week. Well, no, it's not just. I just said the fucking war, dipshit. I also said tariffs.
90%.
No, it's not. It actually was the tariffs and the trade disputes that Trump has had, because that caused a sharp incline off the.
Which is the industry.
No, it's not. No, it isn't. Your gas prices, yes, have a slight increase, but they're nowhere near where they were 3 fucking years ago under Biden. So, like, that shit's just absurd, and then you're fucking lying. Secondly, the cost prices started when Trump instituted tariffs. Now, were they the right thing to do? I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. He promised $21 trillion in investments. If he does that and accomplishes that before the end of his term, he will become the greatest financial president to ever exist in the history of our country. Because there's no one else that's going to be able to get that kind of capital to be injected into our nation. Has he done it yet? No. Has he played the tariff war very, very much loose? Yes. Is it something better? I don't know yet. It's too soon to tell. Yes, you're struggling now. And he did come out and say, we're going to face this and we're going this down. It's going to take some time. He did make that carve out. So did many in his administration. So I get it. You're sitting there going, I want this, and I don't blame you. I understand. But I also understand that the world dynamics at that time, because Obama believed in globalists, and he wanted to have a more economic presence worldwide. Okay, great, but that what's important is the course that they set and the course that they did. And Trump. No, you don't have the facts. You're just mumbling off fucking TikTok trends.
I have a question. Yeah, loudness doesn't work.
I'm actually talking normal. You don't want me to go off. Like everybody in this room or this club will know. You'll know when I go off.
That doesn't bother me. But I have a question. So how do you measure the fact that gas was lower now than before? Do you look at historic highs or do you look at average?
I don't know. What's the average under Biden? Somebody else says since you.
It was over $5 a gallon. It was over $110 a barrel. So.
Okay, so it was over $110 a barrel. Today, I think it was what? Is it at $90 a barrel? Somewhere around there?
That's not a fact. The gas under Biden.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do I have to Google this myself? All right, so let's do this.
Because you're relying on David, and that's not a fact. The gas under Biden.
I asked everybody.
$3.12.
Nah, okay, you're thinking like.
That's a lie.
No, you're thinking like over the entire term. It wasn't. No, the height.
Oh, you're fucking lying.
Was a lot more. Yeah, you're wrong.
$3.12. That's what an average is.
You're wrong. Of course,
average. He's quoting the average.
So what do we look at? Why would I look at peak high for 3 days? And Brent crude oil prices or West Texas being 110 would have been on all over the news.
Okay, calm down, relax, calm down.
110 is literally.
Calm down. It's definitely possible.
And it has gone over 110, and it literally sent the world.
Okay, so really, no, the world will keep spinning. The world is fine. Relax.
That's not how that works, David.
So at the current point, it looks like even Google in a quick synapse says it was $1.50 or $1.80 more than it currently is. So So again, on average, so I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm just telling you what Google just said. So yeah, I'm glad you took the average, which we all knew that gas got up to $6-7 where I was at. That was Minnesota. In California, you guys were paying a fortune. $5 was like universally the average.
That's right.
Then it started to dip down a little bit. Yeah, I do recall that. We all did that, and eggs were like what, $12 a fucking dozen.
That's right.
A fucking egg.
There was a big egg scare.
Yeah, and so like there were economic pressures to sit there and Biden, and when you sit there and you sound just like the Biden, so you don't understand the economy. Over the 4 years, it wasn't at that time frame until about June and July when it got close to the election, and Biden started saying, "Hey, I gotta fix the economy. I gotta do some things here." And the administration, yeah, that is exactly what happened. And then Biden reversed stances on immigration. He reversed fucking stances on a multitude of things. And then I don't give a fuck what you like. Now you're with me. That's the problem you have. Is that you're now here, and I'm gonna tell you what, because you want to fucking talk over everybody, and then you want to cry like the bottom bitch you are about how you don't give a fuck, but now you're gonna cry. So here you go. The expenses are all about what Biden was doing. Where you think there was a universal backlash, the number one fucking metric that people said they voted against Biden was because of economic fucking issues that existed in their country. People were fucking fed up. They were paying a fortune. And Trump did lower them the minute he came out. Was he totally responsible for all those? No, he wasn't totally responsible. There were some shifts in the economic pressures. There was an investments on there. There was massive fucking gains. And again, you're just trying to sit there and do this whole broad-based analysis when we're aware that when Biden's not having to go to Google, can fucking tell you there's a gallon. You know what, motherfucker? I'd like to have that fucking $3. Everybody would. I actually paid a lot less when I first got down to Texas. Down here is $1.50. I paid $1.50 for a gallon, and I liked that shit. So in other words, you are actually saying, hey, here. Now, has the conflict in the Middle East spiked it up? Yes. Has fucking OPEC actually taken advantage of some of these entities? Absolutely. There's no one that's disputing that shit in any conservative circles. It's them bitching about that shit. But your dumbass wants to go through and say, Biden did such a great job when he didn't. Because then, if he was doing such a great job, he wouldn't have looked like a monkey at the fucking debate stage. He wouldn't have looked like a piece of shit. And then Kamala would have, I wouldn't change anything with the economy and wouldn't have had a record-sweeping loss. The economy was not stable under Biden at any point in time. And the fucking weird fucking troglodyte fucking troll point that you try to bring out and say, well, we're going to take the lowest, which was at the end of Biden's term. That was basically when it dropped. And then at the last fucking quarter, it drops and it sinks like a stone because guess who was coming in office? Big Daddy Orange Man, who was dragging his balls all over your face. And while you were licking his butthole, and while you were sitting there going, oh my God, no kings, and you were wearing fucking vagina hats, while you were sitting there parading around and going, what about abortion rights? This motherfucker sat there and shifted markets before he was even in power. He started having fucking investors start reallocating funds. They started doing a whole bunch of shit to kind of bring down prices. And guess what? Biden's little reputation goes, oh, hey, look, I lowered gas. Biden didn't do shit. Biden didn't do fucking shit. And the math doesn't math with you because, again, your $3 fucking average doesn't fucking work. And I get twat waffles like you. This is why you didn't win. This is why you won't win again. This is why people don't listen to you. Because a baseline person knows that their grocery bill went from $100 a week to fucking $180, $240, $300. And you sit there and say it wasn't. Target was putting on fucking stop to say Jesus, fuck Jesus in the ass. I don't give a fuck. You can sit there and suck Jesus's dick. Maybe you can get some wood out of the guy. I don't give a fuck. Like you think I'm fucking care about what Jesus with some fucking guy? I don't give a shit anyway, dude. You're Osama bin Laden fucking acolyte fucking bullshit. Your camel dust jockey things ain't gonna fucking do shit either. Your BHI fucking rhetoric doesn't move me either. None of that shit does, because you guys are all pussies. You all are fucking just pussies. You are fucking wit. You're fucking pussies.
Y'all have amazing. How long y'all
Oh, I can do this all night. I did this against Pepe too. I did it for 3 days.
I'm saying, bro.
This guy just doesn't shut up. So, like, I mean, if he's going to interrupt, I just don't let him talk. Like, this is the best thing to do, is just really allow these fucking little Karens, these little broken bitch Karens that have been broken because they couldn't get their favorite fucking little champion in there who was doing trans fucking rights. He couldn't figure out how to get him in. That's the America doesn't give a shit. They cared about